matured enough. They know you are not that well, well-rooted or well-studied in anything concerning freedom. So they want to tell you what you want to hear. There are people now, you will throw this question, they say, okay, we will do this, we will do that. No. We will ignore as far as they continue in their illegal way, disgracing. I call it, they will keep on disgracing themselves. Well, we keep on, let me try and bring Mazi back again. I'm doing my best to bring him. I hope they leave him now. He is back here. Mazi, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Marshall. Thank you. There have been, anytime I try to say something they don't want to hear, they will just bring it down because they own the social media. But no problem, we will have our own very soon. Now, like I was saying, the third pronouncement of the Supreme Court was that the bail of our leader, the revocation of the bail was wrong, which means that, for my understanding, that the bail is still active because since the Supreme Court ruled against the bail, it means that the Supreme Court has restored the bail back. Everything they ruled against was something they ruled against the Nigerian government. But when I have discussion with our legal team, they made me to understand that they are waiting for the final copy of the judgment, the certified copy of the judgment, in order for them to understand what are the instructions and orders given by the Supreme Court based on those based on the ruling. Each and every ruling they made on the 15th of December. So we are waiting on that, okay? So now, I want to make something very clear because whether you like it or not, as far as we are still in Nigeria, we are still under the Nigerian Constitution. Okay? So, what I want them to, the government and especially the judiciary to understand is that this case under judiciary will make or mar the reputation of the judiciary. Okay? Because according to the quote I used to hear in the court, because I have been in the court since 2015 till date. April, May 2023. I have been in the court, hearing how it was, seeing how it was, hearing all the pronunciations, all the quotes, how the court processes are going on in Nigeria. Okay, I'm not a lawyer, but at least I can tell you that I know one or two things about the Nigerian law. Okay, because I have been forced to be going to court to be answering for a case that I did not have nothing to do, or a crime that I did not commit. So it gives me opportunity to know one or two things that are happening in the court. So according to the quote they always make inside the court, they say that the judiciary is the last hope of a common man. Okay, so now I so much believe that the Nigerian judiciary will have we see this as opportunity, to practice what they preach. In this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB case, including my own case, because I am still answering cases in the court. As I'm talking to you now, I am under the court protection. I'm under bail as a casemate to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case matter. Okay? After the invasion of our leader's house on the 14th of September 2017, after the attempt to assassinate him, he escaped and he ran away from Nigeria. So because of his absence, they divided the case and lumped me, Bright Chimezie, David Iwanwisi, and the Chinedu on one side, and leave our leader Mazi Kanu on the other side. Okay? So now, since then, since after they admitted us to bail in 2018, since then we have been going to court. Every time they call us to come, we go to court. We never fail for one day. We know what it takes us to move from East to Abuja for the particular matter. Okay? Now, the last court we went, the judge made it very clear. A very good woman, I must say. Justice Binta Nyako is a very, in fact, I don't know why such people are not allowed to be the Chief Justice in Nigeria. See, in Nigerian judiciary system, from my understanding, if you are upright judge, you will never get promoted. They only implant those stooges, those that are answerable to the executives. They are the people they will place in the high places, in the appeal court, and make them the Chief Justice and also the Supreme Court judges. Look at what happened in the case of our leader Mazi Kanu on the 13th of October 2022, when the appeal court pronounced, the justices of appeal court pronounced their judgment based on the law of Nigeria and based on the treaties signed by Nigerian government and international laws. Immediately they make the statement based on law. What happened? They remove all of them from appeal court and they constitute corrupt judges to turn the case around in order to keep holding our leader. That is why the case went to Supreme Court. Okay? And for Supreme Court to admit, join voice with us that the invasion of Mazi Kanu house was wrong. The revocation of his bail was wrong. And the other judgment, pronouncement, it shows that there is still hope in Nigerian judiciary. Let me just believe that there is still hope that common man will still get justice. For them to accept these 3 points, there is still hope that a common man will still get justice in Nigeria. And I want to see that justice happen. Me, personally, I was arrested on the 28th of October 2015 in my own house at Ubulisuzo in Ihala, local government. Ubulisuzo is a community. It was around 12 a.m., midnight. My house was invaded. My dog was barking, and there were rain was falling. I had to look through the camera and see people jumping into my compound through the fence, and they were all wear black attires. Okay, so when they came in, they start to bang on my doors, open the door. You know the way they behave like criminals, because they never behave normal. Normally, when government suspects you as somebody that commits crime, they're supposed to invite you to come to their office. That should be the first step, not invasion. Not invading somebody's house like a criminal. It doesn't work that way. I live in a civilized country for 15 years. I see the way things work there. The DSS in Nigeria.
Mazi Benjamin, let me come in there. Like, let me help you in this area. Like, in a civilized world, that is why that's why you choose lawyer. You have your own lawyer. When they suspect you of anything, they will put it on the system and they will inform your lawyer. Your lawyer is the first person to be informed that, oh, if it is a kind of case that warrants to call your attention, they will inform your lawyer and say, one of your clients, we are looking for him, or we want him to have to draw his attention on so answering of so query. It is the lawyer that will put you on call and say, there is something that came up. Your name appears so place concerning so case. Okay, you will not tell your lawyer. Okay, fix a date for them and advise you.
Yes.
Then it is lawyer. It is your lawyer that will accompany you to the station, to the office. He will not accompany you, and the lawyer will sit down. Then you will sit down. Yes, okay. This is what they are charging you for. This is what they suspected you for. Then you will give them some answer. Sometimes, if something that warrants you to go home, they will tell your lawyer, okay, take him home. Whenever we need him, bring him back. If it's something that will warrant to detain you, they will tell your lawyer, oh, we are afraid that this person may not reappear again because of the gravity of the crime. They will detain you there. Then based on that first obedience that the lawyer brought you to the station to see them, that is where the lawyer now will not capitalize and say, okay, when the case go to court, the lawyer will say, he will tell the judge, this person they are detaining voluntarily came to his or her office. I am the one that presented him to them. They did not arrest him. So how can somebody who came voluntarily now being suspected to be, to not be appearing again and to run away from his arsenal? That is based on that. The judge now will not sign another fresh bail. Lawyer will say, okay, go home. Whenever we need you, come and respond. And that is the end of it. And that is how it will remain.
My brother, that is how it's supposed to be in this 21st century. Okay? But in the case of Nigeria, because they suspected you of committing a crime, without investigation, without inviting you for questioning, they will just invade your house like criminals. And I must confess, I must tell you the truth. Nearly, I could have fired them. Yes, I have license done with me. I could have fired them that day. But immediately, I see the verse. Right, DSS, I know this is government agency. They are not kidnappers. Because that time, my life was under threat. I was being threatened by some criminals there because of I have a particular big project in my community there. And the project was progressing, it was going on. I came back to inspect the project. Every day, message will come to my brother, to my senior brother's telephone, telling him to tell me that I should keep 50 million naira for them. That they are coming for me. If I don't give them the 50 million, they will take me away and kill me. That message was coming to my senior brother every day. And me myself, whatever money I have to invest in that project was my sweat. I was not ready to give anybody one kobo. I was ready to die with them. Because somebody cannot come to my father's compound and intimidate me. It will never happen. Under my own hard-earned money, it will never happen. I was ready waiting for them to come to finish all of them up. Do you understand? So when these people jumped my face, I was thinking that these are the bastards threatening my life. I was ready to finish all of them there because I was in position to do that. When I discover that these are the DSS, I have to pipe low. When they bang, I don't have to open door immediately because people can camouflage to be something they are not. Look at what is happening in the Northeast. People wearing military uniform. Look at what is happening in Benue. People wearing military uniform go to village and slaughter villages. And the villages will be seeing them as army. But they are not. So that was the reason I did not open the door for them. I was watching. I was calling all the vigilantes within the Ihiala local government. I was calling their leaders to ask them to find out whether there is people from DSS coming to my house. Because they should know, they are the local security that's supposed to know that there is people coming from Abuja to Ihiala. They're supposed to know about it as the local security in charge of the communities. So I was making the call. It was midnight. No, I couldn't get through to anybody. So what happened is that they break the gate that linked to the back of my house, and unfortunately, the maid that is helping my wife then did not lock the back door of the kitchen door. That is where they enter. From there they enter. And immediately they enter, they start to identify themselves as DSS. When I hear their word, their English, their intonation, I know that these are not criminals. I have to bring down my guns and keep them under the bed and surrender to them. They come, they pick the two guns, they take me to the down parlor, introduce themselves immediately they enter to the room, they introduce themselves. They did a professional job on that. They introduced themselves. I say, I understand. Now, what is the problem? What do they want? They say that there is a container parking in my compound. They want to check what is the content of that container. I say, okay, I don't have the key of the container because the person that brought it to my compound did not give me the key. But I can see what was inside the container was household items and other equipment. So they were forced to open the container and see the transmitter there. That was how I was arrested. They bundled me from that night with my senior brother that had nothing to do with that. They bundled us to Oka, from Oka to Abuja. This transmitter is what they are charging me of. The two guns they get in my house was two licensed pump action, licensed given to me by Nigerian authorities. And they have the copies of the license. On top of that, they are charging me for illegal gun possession. Do you see it? Now, I begin to calculate because after this, before then, I never know how Igbo was positioned in Nigeria. I was seeing myself as a Nigerian. I was believing that Nigeria is our country. Until after this happened to me, I went to Kuje prison to meet people that give me their experience about Nigeria. And since then, I start to see how things work here. I concluded that the reason for all this nonsense is the hatred of Igbo man, nothing more. Malicious hatred. Malicious hatred against the people. Nothing more. Nothing more whatsoever.
Mazi Benjamin Madgub, I thank you so much for your time. And finally, there is a question I want to, because time is running out. There will have many programs to anchor today, both on the Radio Biafra today. Today is a busy day. So I want to, there's a question that came in concerning about what IPOB, what should IPOB do? Like somebody said, message came in, a question came in, he said, now that the governors in our land and those in charge of our land, the politicians, are not able to arrest the situation of insecurity, kidnapping, can IPOB, who in their own capacity were able to conquer the Fulani herdsmen that was on our bushes, killing the farmers, preventing our farmers from farming? If IPOB, he said, if IPOB could do that successfully by driving the Fulanis away and our farmers who went into farming, do you think that IPOB does not have the capacity again to come in, to step in and search out these criminals who are terrorizing the society of ours? He said, what can IPOB do? Because he said IPOB shouldn't fold their hands and watch our society being endangered by criminal elements. So what advice do you have for the leadership of IPOB concerning this particular question?
First of all, the foundation of IPOB, as I know, is to secure the interests of our people, people of the eastern region, called the Southeast and South-South. And the motto is that to give our people good life. Give them all the social amenities they are lacking in order for them to, enjoy the quality of life that they deserve. And I know that from the speech of establishment of ESL made by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader made it very clear that ESL was established to protect the life and the properties of Biafrans. Okay? And as much as I know, that has been the duty of ESL to date. If our people, the people of the Eastern Bloc of Nigeria, especially the Igbo Biafran people, can give the vote of confidence on the leadership of IPOB, the current leadership of IPOB that is in charge now, which is the GOS, led by Mazi Chinedu. I believe that if they give the vote of confidence and have the courage enough to have discussion with the leadership of IPOB, I so much believe that the issue of insecurity will be a thing of the past if ESM get involved on it. This is my own belief.
Okay, Mazi, this your believe, did you think, because one thing I found out is that, like earlier, you said that, like you and I know that any insecurity that lasted more than 24 hours, government is involved. And who are the government? This government are those people parading themselves as our representatives, such as governors, such as local government chairmen, such as ward chairmen, such as commissioners in the state, and our traditional rulers. They are all involved. Now, do you think that these people will allow this thing to happen? Because since they are benefiting from it, do you think they will give that chance for IPOB to step in and arrest the situation of insecurity, since they cannot do it by themselves?
Yes, is that. Yes, during the time of the program, he said that if Abuja want to tell themselves the truth and truly want the insecurity in Southeast to be a thing of the past, they have to stop giving security fund to some of these governors. The insecurity in Southeast has become a business to some people. And as far as they keep on making profit on it, they will never like to have it stop. Okay? Because everybody protect where he's eating or she's eating from. As far as they're making money. Because in Nigeria it's all about making money. That's why you see them, even the federal projects that the money are being released from Abuja to them, they never execute it. They put the money in their pocket, believing that nobody will ask. But one day we will ask. One day shall be one day we will ask. So if the federal government should stop playing their backdoor games, trying to demonize IPOB, trying to demonize ESM, trying to make up a case in order to fight the chances of Nnamdi Kanu coming out, because Nnamdi Kanu is the only man that have the courage to tell them the truth about the problem of Nigeria and how to solve it and who are the problems. That is why they don't want him out. If they can be able to do away with all this senseless mentality and the policies and say the truth to their own self that they want the insecurity in Southeast to stop, they should first of all stop giving security fund to the governors. And the second option is for them to look at those coming to them, telling them that they are people representing the people. The ability of the federal government to look at them to see whether truly these people have the mandate of the ordinary people in the East and speaking for them, it matters a lot. Because what I see is fraud upon fraud against the federal government. As far as the money keep coming to the politicians, the insecurity will never stop, because they already have the opportunity created for them by the Buhari administration by demonizing IPOB, demonizing ESM, and blackmailing Nnamdi Kanu to making Nnamdi Kanu to look as a bad person to international community. Because of that, they allow the killings being sponsored by some politicians, not all of them, some politicians, especially APC politicians. Yes. Not only from those from Igbo extraction or from the eastern extraction, from northern and the western extraction as well. Because they have their point man they are using to cause this insecurity in our land, which is the criminal and the bastard in Finland. He is the person they are using to do this. And that animal, claiming to be an evil man, is the person that recruited the criminals that are doing the job for them. Answering IPOD, answering ESM, and using the name of Nnamdi Kanu to do the criminal acts. Did you see it? They are doing it because they are making money out of it. That is why I said,
Mazi, like in regard to what you said now, some time ago, Senator Nnamdi said in one of his interviews that I come across, he said, I was disturbed. This is the word of Nnamdi. He said, it came to a time I was disturbed. Then I wrote to Finland Embassy in Nigeria. I'm using the word of Nnamdi. He said, I wrote to Finland Embassy in Nigeria, asking them, addressing them, concerning one Simon Eber in Finland, who reside in their place, who his utterances are generating the disturbing situation in the southeast. The response he got from the Finland ambassador in Nigeria was that it is government to government thing, that it has nothing to do. Now, that reminds me, that word was very deep. It is government to government thing. You know, anybody is a politician. He did not want to go straight to the point, but he released that, that statement, let me say, using diplomacy in releasing that particular statement. He said, the response he got, he said, it is government to government issue. So, I must tell you, that word simply means that, we cannot do anything. It is Nigerian government and the Finland government that has, and there is one office of international security monitoring that said that through the Nigeria ambassador to Finland, a particular amount was reached to Finland government. Nigeria have shared, I think they have given them one resources to extract, to continue taking, but they were disappointed. But there is problem now. As I'm talking to you now, there is problem. The problem is the 3rd anniversary of Eastern Security Network, because already those behind the guard, those that took this contract from Nigeria government, people lying to them that they have succeeded in destroying ESA. ESA is their problem. But unfortunately, suddenly, they now see the 3rd anniversary of ESA. Then the war began. As I'm talking to you now, there is war within those who collected this contract. They say, you have been defrauding us. They are starting accusing themselves now. So you have been destroyed, you have been branded. In his statement now, the same guy now is fighting, he said that ESN is illegal. But remember that he has been raising funds, telling the same Biafrans that He is in charge of ESN. Now, after the third anniversary, he said that nothing like ESN again. That what they have, what Biafra has now is Liberation Army. Do you see? Are you seeing the whole? Are you seeing the whole truth is now being at open? That he have never been in support of ESN. That's what that word means. He has been against ESN. He has been against Mazi and Kanu. He has been against IPOB. He has been against Biafra restoration. Because he eats from there. He said he has been raising funds, thousands of funds. Number with that time, he said, oh, this is a fund for ESN. The same ESN he turned around after the third anniversary. He said, there is nothing like ESN. Anywhere you see ESN, it's illegal. He said it's illegal. And they should fight them. Are you seeing it now? And that thing draw many Biafrans who lost, who their brain are very little. They say, oh, the same people you are raising funds for. Suddenly now you not turn against them. So which means you have not been in charge. Because I know many people who ask me questions. You say you are in charge of this thing. How come you don't even know their third anniversary? You don't even know the date. You don't even know anything about them. Then he turn around and start attacking the same people that have used their name. If Nigeria government is not behind him, is it not now that they're supposed to give orders, okay, arrest him? Arrest him for the crime he has committed so far with the same name. Because he has condemned the name. He not condemned the name by himself. Is it not now they suppose, because what he did now was to shot himself at foot, but he never knew. He have, unknowing to him, shot himself on the foot. He have wounded, he have given himself a serious wound. So, Mazi, I want you to quickly say something in regard of this. And okay, let me join the two questions together. And what should IPOB do? What should the IPOB do? Because IPOB need to do something. Because the land is our land. The land of our people is on us to protect. Since the politician, because it is well open that the politician is against our people. They don't want our people to enjoy their land. So we that want our people to enjoy our land need to step in and do something and restore that hope on our people. And you have given your own terms of solution that if the federal government want to prove that their hands are not there in this insecurity, I agree with you. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. That if they want to prove to the international community that yes, they are neutral, they are not sponsoring this thing, they should withdraw their security fund. If they withdraw it, then we will now watch where they will be seeing money to be sharing. Because criminals, if you deny them fund, the moment you deny a criminal fund, it will not carry the criminal activity because everything about them is money, 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 money. If you don't pay them, they won't come. Look at the people, look at the internet. People they recruited to be attacking IPOB media warriors. Today, they are no more on the internet. Because they were paying them $300 before each month. They are all recruited them because all these jobless youth, they came in and they embraced the job. But now that this new administration of Bola Tinubu came in and he cut off that fund, he said, no, this cannot continue. He withdrew it. All of them disappear from internet. To show you that they were employed. They disappear. Maybe now they have gone to look for another job. So I want you to round up on this so that we can go.
Okay. Dear brother, first of all, I read what Abaribe said about their moves and what they have done to get this issue resolved with the Finland government. But I want to make them to understand one thing. See, our people must understand that the time for individuals to be going to solve problems of the people are no more there for us. Our people need to learn how to come together to make a decision and to speak with one voice. Very important, because there's an adage that says that only Buni Mwebo. I will not translate this word. I don't know how to. You can make the translation yourself. Only Bunu Mwebo. Do you understand? It's just quite unfortunate that we have no leaders. Since the kidnapping and the extradition of Mazi and Kanu, there is no leader in the East. Everything we have here are scavengers. From Ohaneses to the governors to the politicians, they are all scavengers. That is why you cannot see them coming together to take a collective decisions on a particular matter that affects everybody for the interest of the people. You will never. Everybody will be going on his own individually. That is the problem. If they are really sincere in solving this problem, they know what to do. They know what to do. But they will never come together to do that, because some of them are involved in the criminality. If you bring them together to take that decision to stop it, some will stop eating. Some will stop making money from it, because some of them are making money out of what is happening in our land. But they have the opportunity to be lumping every of their crime on the head of IPOB, to make IPOB to look like criminal group. Before the extraordinary rendition of our leader, was there no peace in the East? Was there no peace in the East? All these things we are hearing now, kidnapping, snatching of cars, killing, ritual killing, occultism, and all that. Do you used to hear it then, when before the extraordinary rendition of our leader from the kidnapping in Kenya? Do you used to hear it?
No, nothing like that at all.
The answer is no. But how come after his extradition, many things start to pop out? You see somebody that has nothing to do with IPOB. He is not a member of IPOB. He knows nothing concerning the foundation of the struggle. All of a sudden, he wakes up one morning and arrogates himself as the prime minister, arrogates himself as the leader, arrogates himself as the leader of IPOB, the leader of ESM, even go to the extent of forming government in exile without consultation. Are you not surprised? You don't need a soothsayer to tell you what is going on.
Mazi Benjamin, and the issue here, we must get it very right to be able to understand. The issue here, this person had never been an IPOB member for an hour. I'm not saying a day. He had never been an IPOB member for an hour. Because now, let me tell you something. If somebody like me now, I joined IPOB 2016 ending. Stroke 2017. No, 2016 I joined IPOB. I think it was November 2016. Now, everyone knows that I am a member of IPOB. My family knows. My daughter knew that I am a member of IPOB. And someone that, like what you said now, this person have never been a member, have never been recorded in any way that this person is a member of IPOB. And everything started when they arranged this issue of this interview of our leader. That was when they were working this on the ground. And that interview, our leader discovered that this person have never been a member. And I know what happened. He said, okay, they should go and tell him to become a member. Our leader discovered that this person have never been a member. And I know what happened. He said, okay, they should go and tell him to become a member.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 27th day of the 12th month, being December 2023. Just hold on 1 second. Let me regulate something. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you on today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 27th day of December 2023. Tatabo Obochi Orie. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. Do not deny them listening onto this hallowed platform, because this is our rallying point. This is where it all started. This is our place of worship. Do not miss this voice of liberation instituted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is our supreme leader, who is also still illegally in the Nigerian VSS dungeon, albeit being released or being discharged and acquitted by the Nigeria Appeal Court. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you once again. You can be hearing our voice as usual. You can tune in on CHK 102.1 in different parts of Biafra land, and also if you cannot, or you are in an area that is not yet covered by our FM, you can also get your free-to-air decoder, because we are on satellite. You can gather and get a decoder so that you can be listening to this gospel of liberation. You have no excuse. More so, you can be hearing our voice through IPOB Community Radio, which is a very low data consuming application. You can download it. IPOB Community Radio is a very low data consuming application. Now, if you have access to internet also, you can be hearing us from different platforms on Facebook, on different social media platforms. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Today is the 27th day of the 12th month, being December 2023. Therefore, before I continue, because today's broadcast is going to be as brief as possible, I will bring in Mazi Foreign in order to give us some what is happening, breaking news, as he puts it. Therefore, Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi, Foreign, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan, good evening from here.
There were Mazi, please.
I would say Happy New Year in advance. There was a thank you. Your fans all over the world. There was I appreciate all of you. I remain for the two, of course. I hear from Omaka. In all the province of Biafra land, and our leader remains Mazi Nnamdi. Kanu, your memories, and all his co-founder doing wonderfully well. I appreciate the wife, Kanu, and the head of director, Mazi, and all his Lufthansa are doing wonderfully well. Biafrans all over the world. This is titled Breaking Dangerous News. Yeah, this is coming from Olo precisely, and one of the time on ever autopilot criminals and the kidnappers commander in also Ethiopia criminal camp, known by name Isioma. Biafran, take note and record it and share it widely. This Isioma, Mazi Chinedu have been mentioning this name since 2021, 14th December. We'll be mentioning this name. His guy name is Ipto Malaika from Obolo Ihejofo. He's right now terrorizing one of our own that came back from abroad with his family in the same Obolo Ihejofo. You see, the worst thing, this guy is from Obolo Ihejofo and he's threatening this brother in his own community to kidnap him and take him to Obolo Ihejofo is the Northwest. For your information, and I'll put it in my Facebook, in the other my Facebook page. Isioma is now planning to kidnap him and his family and take them to the Ofi camp, where autopilot is the head. Remember what has happened to Chento, the Yahoo guy? This is he wants to take him to Butuzo temple now. So while we are putting the whole world at alert, in case anything happens to this our brother who come all the way from abroad, if anything happens to him, we will hold the temple and the group responsible, and this Butu Malaika Isioma in Obolo Ihejofo, where they have their criminal camp. This is the news I came to break all of you. Please, Biafran, you must share this news. Let it get to everywhere. Our media warriors, you must do the needful. That this young man is threatening this our brother that came from abroad with his family. I don't want to mention where he comes from, but this is a vital information and breaking dangerous news. So we are warning Butuzo, we are warning Zuma, all of them, that if anything happens to this young man, they'll be held responsible. Ma, this is the news I've come to break to you, and I'll send you the complete. You can continue to repeat it. Thank you. Remain at
There were Mazi.
Thank you, sir.
There were.
Yeah, you have any question for me?
No, not yet.
All of us know the activities of this temple, but everybody know that all of them. We know the activities, and we saw what they happened. They kidnapped the CS of Aaron Dizok, and the temple called that he has killed the guy. See, this is what we are suffering in Biafra land. They are confirmed that they have killed that Chidi, the CS of Aaron Dizok. So this is where we have to drop it, and we continue to get all of them. Thank you.
There were Mazi. We all know that these are Nigerian government sponsored criminals that are terrorizing our people in order to make sure that our people turn around and bounce back against what we are doing. That is the politics they are playing. You know, as we used to say, I'm very sorry because I'm having a little cough since all these days. So, but we must continue. The Nigerian government has been sponsoring criminals, and their motive is to do what? To make the people turn around against IPOB, against ESN. A vivid example is what you see, or what you have seen, that the infiltrator in chief has been doing. At the early time, he said that he is in charge of ESN, using ESN to raise funds, playing according to the gallery, according to the scripts being directed by Nigerian government, that he is in charge of ESN. Raising funds, people, Nigerian agents are giving money because the contracts was that he is going to destroy ESN. That is why he said even his name is ESN. So now, let me tell you what they are doing. Now, they continue giving Nigeria the assurance that they are in charge, that ESN, they are in charge of ESN, they have corrupted ESN. But all of a sudden, few days back, I think last week, when ESN released the video of their 3rd anniversary, they were in a shock, together with their handlers. And now, they turned against that name, declaring that that ESN now is they will war against ESN. You know what? You know why they were using criminality before, using ESN name? Any kidnappers, they tell them just be using, call people, say that you are ESN. When you kidnap people, ask for ransom, tell the people that you are ESN, so that people will now hate ESN. And when they are sure that our people has hated ESN, that they load ESN now they will turn around as they did now and say now because ESN they are criminals, they are now turning against them, so that they will be in consonant with their people. Our people will now tell them, oh yes, you are the right people. They take another name, and now they will turn around with the people, thinking that our people will turn against ESN, but our people know who is who. These are intelligent work. We know them. We understand. That is the reason why any type of criminality that happens in Igbo land, in Biafra land, they will make sure to target ESN. Nigerian government will, kill ordinary criminals, armed robbers, and they will target ESN. They will video them and put some rifles and make sure that they target ESN. What they are trying to blackmail ESN to the subconscious of everybody, including Biafrans. That is, they are trying to destroy ESN name to the subconscious of our people, so that you involuntarily hate ESN, anything ESN, so that this time around, when their agent, the infiltrator, now turns around and say now he's fighting ESN. Now he thought that people will flow with him, say okay, yes, now you come, because ESN are evil. This is what they want to achieve. But we know, everybody know what ESN represents. These are people that consecrate their life in order to fight against the Fulani Maruedas. Are you hearing me? You can hear what happened in Plateau. It has been happening. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. It has been happening. That is why it is not news any longer. According to reports, about 150 people were massacred by the Fulani terrorists. But do you hear where they castigate the Fulani terrorists? Do you hear? Do you hear them? Even the funniest part of it is this: the governor of Plateau State is busy partying with Chinedu in Lagos. You understand? The governor, is it Mutuwang, is busy partying with Chinedu in Lagos State. They don't care. Lives of indigenous people don't matter. Mostly Christians, your lives don't matter at all. It doesn't. Your lives don't matter at all to the international. Do you know? they are busy. Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, and the governors, they are busy in Lagos doing a partying. 150 people, according to records. So I know it can be times 10 in the real reality of it. But they put 150. Do you see? Let me read for you what Christian Association of Nigeria, what they say. Christian Association of Nigeria condemns killings in Plateau State, wants Nigeria military to intensify intelligence gathering. Are you hearing? This is the tune. Can you imagine in this world that Muslims were massacred by non-Muslim religion or religious people like Christians? The world will be, that is the world, not even Nigeria, I say the whole world will be turned upside down by now. Everywhere will be shaking, talking about how, but the lives of Christians. People don't value your lives. Are you not going to value your life? By moving out of this thing that they have used and put it as chaff. No person cares for people, Christians' lives in Nigeria. No government, no people. No people. Your life doesn't matter at all. Are you not? Don't you think? Don't you sometimes think you have a reflection? No, you don't. Do you hear where they say they have maybe Nigerian government, Nigerian military showcase that they have killed Fulani bandits? Have you seen it before? And exposing their dead bodies or captured ones. Have you seen? I have not. If you have seen, let me know. They defend them because they are working in synergy. Where are the Boko Haram sponsors that we have been hearing about, that the government knows the Boko Haram sponsors? They know the Fulani killer headsmen sponsors, the ISWAP sponsors. They know them, that they are in Nigerian government, to Asorok. Why are they not arresting them, doing anything? To the extent, the military, one Nigerian military, intelligent, high-ranking military official, a military intelligent official, have to come out against all protocols, because he said it, that he is supposed not to come out to talk, because he's supposed to be in the shadows. He is supposed to not, no person supposed to know him. He's supposed to be non-existent. That is how it should be. But the situation made him to come out in order to speak about what the evil of the caliphate. But still, the Nigerians act. How can dead bodies act? Let me read a bit. The news headline. Let me read a bit about the massacre. Let me read a bit. Just hold on. Okay, let me say on this one. There is another news. There are many. Inter-Society condemns massacre of Nigerian Christians Plateau communities. Accuses military, police, others of complicity or something like that. That is it. The only thing, the people in mass grave. Let me read. Council chairman said death toll from Plateau attack has risen to 155. Where other Christians are celebrating in the same Nigeria, are celebrating the Christmas. Their counterparts in Plateau are mourning, being massacred. It doesn't concern them. They will intensify prayer that, thanking God that they didn't touch them. Oh no, now what it means. They will be taking you one by one, community by community. As we are seeing, these people are heading to Enugu. You see these terrorists? Because there's one thing Enugu axis, Enugu community, as you are listening to me, they sabotage the movement of our people inside the bush. They don't give them a welcoming hand. Many of the traditional rulers in the Enugu axis are completely corrupted by the Fulani. I don't know. Because as you may know, our students, they don't work in hostile community. That is what you should know. And Enugu communities are not helping matters. They are not helping matters. We continue saying it. They are not helping matters. Okoko le oteshebu ihe okwa na okozu nwanne ya o. What you see that is happening in Plateau, that nobody care as they're supposed to care. People are busy celebrating Christmas. Nigerian president, he doesn't care. Do you know that in other countries, the president will be the first person to be there in order to show that these are human beings? But they don't care. Even the governor of Plateau State is a Christian. He left them and traveled to Lagos. A people that is mourning. But what should I say? IPOB, we have been at the forefront, fighting or raising awareness against the continuous jihadism for land grabbing by the Fulani Caliphate, which they started by their great-grandfather Ottoman Danfodio. But people are, putting deaf ears. No, it doesn't concern them. Today, more than 150 people are dead, are slaughtered in Plateau because they are Nigerians. Are you hearing me? And thousands are injured, and many more will die of their injury. They have died. These people, they had programs. They had programs. They programmed to celebrate Christmas with their siblings. They program what they will do in maybe 31st or 1st of January, but they are no more. Do you know the reason why they are Nigerians? When we are raising this awareness, when we are talking, people don't understand what is in front, what is waiting for everybody. These terrorists are directly sponsored by Nigerian government. Directly. Do you see? We have said it, that it doesn't matter who is there as the president. Nigeria belongs to the caliphate, the Fulani Caliphate, the Sokoto Caliphate. This is an arrangement. It is something that was arranged before independence was granted. It was part of the negotiation before Nigeria became independent. Do you know that? What you are seeing today, what the Fulani are fighting, it was something that was negotiated with the British between Ahmad Bello and Britain. And Britain agreed. Whereas others, like Azikiwe, was there waiting for big Nigeria to to control, to be president of Nigeria as the president. Ọmarụ na onye nzuzu ọmaha mgbe ejiri kee nkọ ọkwa. That is the thing. What you are seeing is the negotiation because Ahmadu Bello said, he told the British that, look, they can never be part of Nigeria. Are you go back to it's on YouTube. The interview granted to Harold Smith before he died. He was part of the colonial servants, public servants in Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello, he said, he told Britain that they are not ready, that they cannot be part of Nigeria unless some situations were met. And Britain asked, what is the condition? The conditions that should be met. He said, number one, that the Sultan of Sokoto will be the supreme head of all traditional rulers, traditional and religious leaders in Nigeria, whether bishop or everything, they should be bowing to Sultan of Sokoto. When all these things were going on, for you to understand how selfishness destroys a race, Nnamdi Azikiwe was busy fantasizing how he will be the president of a very huge country. You understand? Which his father Obededon helped to establish. Whereas Ahmad Bello was busy doing the groundwork. They told Britain that, look, you know, the second condition to be met is that the North, the Sokoto Caliphate will be called the North. North, N-O-R-T-H. Irrespective of that, the North should reach down to Benue State. Benue, that middle belt should be part of the North. So that whenever you see the map of Nigeria, South will be very little. Now North Ilorin, Kwarash is part of North. Benue is part of North. So that you'll be see, when you go and check map of Nigeria, color, the sections, regions of Nigeria, now you see that the way North is painted, you know, the different color, it comes to reach almost Enugu. Negotiate conditions that we are given to Britain before the Sokoto Caliphate could be part of Nigeria. Are you hearing me? And others are busy. Nnamdi Azikiwe was busy fantasizing, dreaming on how he's going. Just let the British go. He will be the president of Nigeria. No details, nothing. You know, as Igbo man, no plans. Nothing mega. No plans at all. Whereas others are doing down to earth plan. You know, right from local level, they are doing their plan. And there is a plan. What do you think that gave Ahmad Bello the audacity to openly to speak about Nigeria being the estate of their great grandfather? That they should never allow the South to rule them. That they should you know, use middle belt as willing tools and never allow we to control our destinies. Just 11 days after the flag independence. What do you think that gave him that audacity? Because the groundwork has been done. The secret negotiations with Britain has been achieved. And now he can talk. He can speak with audacity, without no problem, no fear or favor. He speaks, he doesn't care. That is the result of what you are seeing. The just massacre. It will never stop. Maybe now they will do their normal protests. Hey, God, help us, Governor. Yeah, they will carry the dead bodies. If they have not done it. They'll carry the dead bodies, go around the road, load them in trailers and bury them on mass grave. And there ends it, waiting for another day. Are you hearing me? The caliphate is changing the demography, the geography of that contraption you call Nigeria, as they are killing the indigenous people in different, they say they attack 15 communities in Jos. As they are running away, Fulani families are entering, and the names of the communities will be changed and changed forever, as usual. Are you hearing me? What concerns all these other people, like the governor of Jos and others, is their political position, is what concerns them. The welfare and well-being of their people it doesn't concern them. It's not their problem. That seat is what matters to them. But the governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, finally he died. Maybe he has died since, but it's now they are revealing it. Because there is no way, if it's a Nigerian president, they will bring a double, an impostor, and impose him that he's still alive. Do you see how long this man has been sick? He cannot even talk. They are committing atrocities using his name, using his forging his signature in Ondo. But nothing, no people, Nigeria is a place where there is no law, no institution. All is a do as you can. No, they don't respect even their own law concerning how when a governor, a public servant, or a president is incapacitated. Instead, everybody go on looting as he could until they declare that he has died. This is how Buhari died. Are you hearing me? They hid the whole thing until they were able to forge another person, HAUSA-SERVICE. Excuse me. Are you hearing me? That is it. And the impostor came and continued deceiving Nigerians. Aisha Buhari came and warned the Nigerians, gave Nigerians hints that his husband is no more, that these are cabals that have taken over his husband's office. But Nigerians are laughing with, they joke with everything. Instead, they were going to beg the cabals to be part of the looting, to be given different appointments to loot. This is how Nigeria is working. Let me read. Council chairman said death toll from Plateau attacks has risen to 155. The chairman of Boko's local government area of Plateau State, Monde Kasa, has said that the death toll from the multiple attacks on communities in the local government area has risen to 125. Also, the chairman, Breaking Ladi local government area, Danjuma Dakil, said that the death toll from the attacks in the area has risen to 30, from 17 as earlier reported. The Nation reports that Kasa, who confirmed the latest death toll update on the phone, said, up to this moment, our people are still in the bush searching for missing ones. Today, we have recovered more than 20 bodies from the bushes, and the search is not yet over. The situation on the ground now is not yet uhuru. I don't know what they want to say there, or they made mistake, or it's not yet clear. We are working tirelessly. Look at what he said. Now we are talking. The leadership of the Fulani are saying that they are going to talk to their people, and so we want to talk to them. We want to take them by their words. We don't have problems. You don't have problems, but you see problems every day. That is why, like I used to say, you shouldn't be asking for peace. If you are a peacemaker, asking for peace, you're always the victim. I am telling you, peace will be on top of at your cost, at your detriment. Now you don't want problem, but every time this is not the end. It was not the beginning, and it's not the end. They are attacking, taking away your land, killing your people, and you are saying you don't want problem. But problem is coming to you. That is it. And no support. Let's say using their Christians, okay, identified as Christians. What are the Christians doing? Christian Association of Nigeria only say they condemn the killing in Plateau State and wants the Nigerian military to intensify intelligence gathering. What is the Christian community, world Christian community, doing about it? Do you see the Rohingya in Burma? In Burma, the Rohingya Muslims. Do you see how their issue went viral everywhere, the whole world? To the extent they even sponsor them now to form rebellion, arm them in order to be, in order to resist or to attack back, to defend themselves. They arm them internationally, right from Saudi Arabia to different Muslim countries. But your own Christian, they will tell you, pray. They have died. They are not rising again. In Burma, they arm these people in order to defend themselves so that they will not be slaughtered again like chickens. But in your own as Christian, they will tell you, pray. Pray, cry to God, as if God is the one that killed you. Is defend yourself, arm yourself, organize. But there is no Christian central body or countries that will support you. And you alone, and you are still identifying yourself as Christians. Aren't you going? Don't you think reason? Even no empathy. Even in the overall Nigerian Christian community, no empathy. People are busy celebrating their Christmas in Nigeria, in other places. They are busy. Just watch them. Don't you think that this thing is being brought in order to destroy indigenous population? Don't you think so? To facilitate conquest by others, by vandals, by foreigners, like Fulanis. Don't you think so? They make you to become a moo, so that you continue behaving, you don't defend yourself, you want peace, you don't want problem, but you continue suffering. Don't you reason? Can't you reason? Can't you reason? We preach common sense. It's not sentiment. Common sense. If you have common sense, you reason. You be in yourself. Don't believe what I'm saying, but to think. Just reason. Listen to your conscience. Be neutral. That is the only thing and nothing more. Not a true sentiment. You know? How can people be slaughtered like this? And even the country, shows no remorse. The president of the country doesn't care. The governor of that place, even he left them and traveled to Lagos, where other governors, they are enjoying themselves with the president. Where other people that identify with the same faith, that's supposed to be rising up in order to help you to fight, to say no, enough of this. But nobody. Don't you reason? Don't you reason? IPOB, we have been championing for freedom of indigenous people in Nigeria. Not only for Biafra. So that you northerners that are seen as minority in religion or in ethnicity will be free. That is what we are championing. But your hatred of Igbo people, they are using it to that hatred is, I've been saying, it is a blind spot for every Nigerian. What these people that are being massacred now, Once you come and tell them to do something to defend themselves, what they will use to deceive them or to stop whatever they want to do, any support, they say, these are Igbo people, oh, if you follow them, na Biafra, they will go. Do you want Biafra to go? Aye, that word only will keep them and take them back. They even prefer to be slaughtered, massacred, than to be doing, be seen as doing the biddings of championed by Igbos. Do you see how bad it is? You have to liberate yourself from the hatred of the Igbos. It is something they are using to destroy you as indigenous people in Jos, in Benue, in Sokoto. Even in Sokoto, there is another massacre. Let me bring it. In Sokoto, the indigenous people population, they are receiving it hot. Terrorists, born woman, 2 children, daughter-in-law in Sokoto community. Have you heard where the Nigerian military chief, we announced that they are sending to Kanu? Look at them, how many terrorists being got? Do you see them showcase all these Fulani terrorists that they have killed them? That they are their problem is Biafrans. They are only, even if every other Nigerian is being slaughtered, that they don't care. What they are, every Nigerian is programmed to watch over Biafrans. Don't you see that this is a program? Don't you see that this is a Fulani game, Sokoto Caliphate game, in order to take over your land, everything concerning you? If you want to talk, they tell you, you want watch Biafrans, so watching the Igbo people. You want them to go? Watch them. As you are watching, they are cutting off your necks one after the other. Any one person wants to react, they say, but you are killing. No. Watch Igbo people. They are domineering. They will take over everything. Watch as you are watching, they are slaughtering you. Don't you have brain? Can't you reason? Terrorists on Sunday evening set ablaze a mother, her daughter-in-law, and 2 children during a fresh attack in Kuya village in the Rabba local government area of Sokoto State. According to Daily Trust, the terrorists invaded the community around 8:30 p.m., killed about 12 residents, and kidnapped 3 women during the attack. One of the deceased persons was a woman who was burnt alive together with her daughter-in-law, and 2 children. Are you seeing it? Does all these things, all these atrocities are happening in the north? Does it carry the usual media coverage that it should carry from the Nigerian media personnel? The answer is no. All their focus is Biafra land. Oh, Biafra. Oh, if car snatchers, they will be hammering it on TV, how do you call it? Channels television. And other Nigerian channels. They will be saying it, propagating it, blowing it out of proportion. Oh, no security. But in Sokoto there is security, right? No, there is security in Kasina. In Jos, security too much now. We are more than 150 people we are slaughtered. And thousands more has injury. And thousands are missing. It doesn't ricocheted in your mind. It doesn't make people, Nigerians, to stand still and look for solutions. No, because they have Igbos to hate. They have Biafrans to hate. Anything that happens, as I've been saying, the hatred of Igbos will destroy Nigeria. Did you see this artificial programmed hatred of the Igbos will continue destroying Nigeria, and Nigeria will destroy Nigeria completely? And that is what is happening. A country that is losing 150 people in one day. Now in Sokoto, 12 killed. All these are official figures. They never tell you what happened in Kasina yesterday. What about Bruno? The whole north, they are in disarray, but it has security, don't it? Have you seen where they capture or kill a Fulani terrorist, and be flashing it to the media, Nigerian media, as they used to blackmail Igbo people? Do you see them? The answer is no. The answer is no. They don't, because these are people that no matter what, they protect their terrorists. There are things they cannot allow to be done. But our people are people that are programmed to kill their own people just because of the depth of selfishness in them. It is that primitive selfishness is evil. It's evil. They allow our people to be blackmailed. They will go and round up innocent Igbo youths and bring out. I was watching one the other day. The commissioner of police, I think in Imo State, he rounded up people, both native doctors. Any person they see, they rounded. They say, these are the people that are. These are, They bring press, Nigerian press. The worst thing that happened to Nigerians are their press. There is nothing you can use at least to say, okay, Nigeria is good in this way. The Nigerian press, they are the worst of worst. I am telling you. How can you be giving people press a media judgment, media trial? I saw in that video, it was on YouTube. Many of them, they are saying no. I didn't know anything. They just carry me. Now police say I should wear this Biafra regalia, and I say otherwise they will kill me. And the Nigerian press, they are there. Nigerian media are there, asking, who is your gang leader? Who is your coordinator? Who is your commander? And you see the wickedness in Nigeria will destroy Nigeria. Nigerians are primitively wicked. I am telling you. That is why, like statistics, more than 70% of Nigerians are mad. Because the system has rendered the people to be mad, completely insane. No human sensitivity in them. It is very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad. Honestly speaking, very, very sad. But we must continue. All these terrorist attacks everywhere in the north, it is not making waves as it should be, as it should. But where they are talking about this, in Biafra, any slightest thing, these people, insecurity in Southeast, and you look at them, these are government-sponsored insecurity. Their target is just to destroy IPOB. And what is IPOB fighting? We are fighting, championing for self-determination, for a referendum. Because we see that Nigeria is not moving forward. Nigeria is not for us. In Nigeria, we are caged. We are in a standstill in Nigeria. We cannot, unleash our capacity, our natural capacity in Nigeria. Nothing. Let's go. They say no. Now, what the Nigerian government is using is blackmail. Do you see the people that they have, we have been telling people, come back and invest in our land. Now, Nigerian government, what they are doing? They are blackmailing IPOB. They are using criminals directly, sponsoring them. We know. We know they kidnap Chinese people that are investing in our land. They use their criminals to kidnap them and slaughter them. And you know what? Because it's not long time Nigerian government met Chinese government complaining of IPOB to term us terrorists. That is their only. They want to term IPOB international terrorists so that every country will be dealing with us. So now what they are doing is complete blackmail. They will kidnap their citizen Any of them they see in Biafra land, they will kidnap and kill them. And now send the whole thing. Say, look, you see what we are telling you. It is IPOB that did this to your citizens. Do you see that? This is very cheap blackmail, cheap one. And don't you think that the Chinese government and other governments, they are stupid like Nigeria? Do you think so? Do you think that they don't know what is happening? Just blackmailing. Everything, even our people that are in jail in other places, like in Dubai. They will stereotype them. Oh, do you see these people that they are going to bring back the port to Nigeria? They are criminals. They are this IPOB. Do you see them? They are Igbos. They are people that are sponsoring, clamoring for. These are criminals. So don't take them serious. This is what Nigerian government has been doing. Our people don't understand what IPOB has been fighting. The Nigerian government is using everything. If they go to countries, people that are jailed for one criminal activity or the other, they will list them. Look, they will give them to the government. Say, look, these are Igbo people. Mostly they are Igbo people. Look at them. These are the people that you want to help or to form a country. These are criminals. They are not. They are just criminals. As you jail them, that is what they are doing in Nigeria. We are jailing them, we are killing them, and they are complaining. Nothing more. People don't understand what IPOB is seeing. People don't understand. But we have been. IPOB is now battle hardy. When you see some soldiers that are veterans in wars, in fighting. They don't fear the sound of gun again. They don't fear the sound of bazooka. They hear it even. You will see a battle-hardy soldier sleeping, having his nap in the midst of, mortar bombs falling everywhere. He's sleeping because he doesn't think about it again. He's not like a beginner. A beginner, a war beginner, war front beginner, a first timer. That once he hear the sound of whistling bullet, he starts shaking, and even he die before even the bullet hit him. So that is the way IPOB. We are now battle hardy. We are very hard now. All these things we know, it doesn't touch us again. Nigerian government they have been trying every type of blackmail, any criminal activity in the whole of southeast or south calls the whole Biafra land. They will label. You don't know. They will take the whole information, rewrite it, label it that it is IPOB, it is ESN. Only in order to gather the other countries to turn against us. We know all these things. But those countries, they are not stupid. They are not foolish like Nigeria. They understand what we are fighting. They understand. They understand what we are going through. They understand that it is Nigeria that is doing the blackmail. They know. They know. They used to tell IPOB, they know. Now it doesn't matter. Look at what they are receiving from Nigeria, but they know the truth. They know the reality. They know. You understand? So that is it. A country that they are allowing, facilitating Fulani terrorists in order to take over people's land. It doesn't matter. Let me continue on other news headline. Look at, they burn somebody. Two children, daughter-in-law in Sokoto community by Fulani terrorists. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Okay. As I said, it will not take long because I have some cough. Another gunmen raided Adamawa community on Christmas. These are northern areas. Gunmen raided Adamawa community on Christmas. They killed 2 residents. Nigerian police. How can you think that a country like this will continue? We continue standing. How? How do you think so? Where the people, where the government is directly supporting terrorists. Now, foreign governments like America, they are in charge of the president, who is a criminal. They have his record. They have his criminal records, everything, because he was deported from America, and he forged a passport using Guinea passport with just another name, Tinubu, in order to go back to Canada to fly in the 1970s, when they are not been so digital like today. And he sneaked back into America. America, no. The CIA, no. But they say, okay, this man, we can use him one day. And today he's handy. That's why they recognize him as the president. Because they are using anything. There is nothing the West can tell Tinubu to do that he will not do it. Otherwise, if they release just little thing or little one sentence of his record, oh my goodness me, he will be jailed. This is how they manipulated Azikiwe. How British M16, how they manipulated Azikiwe into submission, doing their bidding. This is how they work, through blackmail. And that is the way Nigeria is blackmailing our people. I mean IPOB. Nigerian government, everything is... What baffles me, they will even a telephone snatcher in Onitsha, ordinary pickpocket, they will say it's IPOB, it's ESN. Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. What is happening in our land? It is mind-boggling, honestly speaking. But it will never deter us from what we are doing. The journey is very tedious. We are in an uphill journey. It is not something that is very easy. If it is easy, Nigeria has resources. Don't you see where Nigeria has spent close to $1 billion just to destroy IPOB? But to their aghastment, to their surprise, IPOB is still intact, highly intact as ever. They try to use criminality to destroy IPOB. No way. We are intact. If they activated their infiltrators, no way. We are still there. We are still intact. What we are doing is right. That is the only thing. We are doing the right thing. Are you hearing me? We are doing the right thing. Okay, let me read another news headline, maybe before I close and take just few calls, if any person can call. President Tinubu directs Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to provide relief to Plateau communities attacked by terrorists. He didn't visit them all. He didn't visit them. Instead, he directed relief to be taken to the citizens. You know, it is only in Nigeria that as a republic, they call themselves that Nigeria is a republic, which means it is a public country. It is for the people. But the politicians are in charge. You know, I've been saying this. Any country that their politicians are relaxed, know that the population is in problem, is in trouble. The population in a so-called democracy, a republic, where the politicians are relaxed, in charge, they are relaxed. No challenges, nothing. The population is suffering. They are going through hell. It is vice versa. Any country you see, their politicians, their political class are always afraid. They will be going on the streets. Maybe a governor will be going on the street. The masses will be throwing a rotten egg to them. Know that the population is enjoying, because the population is alive. You have to keep your politicians on their toes. Otherwise, the politicians will keep you on your toes. That is two things. Look at Nigeria. We are a teacher in Nigeria. You see people receiving 40,000 naira as their salary monthly. But look at a senator, ordinary, a state assembly, state lawmaker. He's cutting millions every week. He has allowances, laughing allowances, sleeping allowances, girlfriend or boyfriend allowances, everything. Yes. But they are paying teachers 40,000, some 35,000, some 30. Teachers that are highly respected all over the world. Are you hearing me? You know that place is not normal. The politicians now, they are not, the country is not normal. Nigeria is not like any other country. And that is the reason why we want to get out of that enclave. As yesterday. Let me conclude with this news about the death of Ondo State governor. How Ondo governor Akeredolu died in German hospital after rejection by another hospital. Why wouldn't he die? He didn't have their amenities in Nigeria. The answer is no. The answer is no. And he had been, maybe he has died even months back, but they kept it secret, be looting everything, because there is no institution in Nigeria. Normally, any governor, lawmaker, or president that is not able to play his role. That is why they call it public servant, the public office. But in Nigeria, all this is governorship, president is private, it's a family office. You understand? This man, he has been sick. I've been following. He has been sick. Today, they say he cannot talk. I know that time he has died. But what does the law say about a governor that is incapacitated? No person respects it. After all, a country that doesn't respect their court order. What do you think? Nothing. No person respects it. Normally, a governor, once you are not able to discharge your duties due to sickness, everybody could be sick. It is not something that is abnormal to human being. But in the Nigerian own, once you're a governor in public office, there are all these vipers that are eating through you. You are there they want you, they are using your name to commit blunders. So no person respects nothing. Now they declared him dead. And that is when they are able to, put another, they swear in the deputy governor. What a shame. What a shame. Normally, since the man was incapacitated, of which I believe that he has died months back, but they have been hiding it. Because they don't hear, no person, he doesn't talk, no person. In other countries, once you can no more discharge your duties due to your physical inability, due to sickness, which is normal to every human being, any person can fall sick. Now, because what they want is for the country to move on, but no way. They will hold it to us. Let me read it a bit. More details have emerged about how the Ondo State governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, died in a German hospital, an incident which has generated mixed reactions from across Nigeria. Sahara reporters earlier broke the news about Akeredolu's death, but the report said that he died in Lagos. However, fresh details obtained by Sahara reporters reveal that Akeredolu died in a German hospital after he was rejected by another hospital he has been using. All this is, they are consuming taxpayers' money, Nigerian money, public fund. Because if they are treating you abroad as a governor, maybe something that is what maybe they use $200 to treat a citizen. Your bill as a primitive Neanderthal, they will put it into 2 million euro. You pay now. Is it your money? Is it not oil money from Biafra land? Gas, oil and gas money. You pay. What is it? Okay. Let me continue a bit. There is something I want to bring out there. The governor battled leukemia until his death. Some reporters have reported that he was managed by state house doctors, but they could not fly him abroad. Okay. They were looking for dialysis machines to be sent to his secret location in Lagos last week. There is a place. The hospital he normally used in Germany rejected him, and the doctors told the family to take him home to die because there was nothing else they could do to save him. The doctors reminded the family that they had already told him that he had terminal illness. Okay, the 67-year-old politician returned to Nigeria in September after a 3 months medical leave in Germany. That is a governor of a state in a country, staying 3 months. Why wouldn't he do that? After all, Buhari was more than 90 days, which is against the law. In England, before he died there, and they prepared another double, an impostor. Okay. And only recently proceeded to another one after he was directed by President Bola Tinubu to hand over power to his deputy. So there is no law. There is no law that forces you, that stipulates that you have to hand over power. It is the president that have to. It is the president that has to direct that. Let the power be given to, handed over to the second in command. Is that a country, please? Nothing is being done by law. Law does not matter in Nigeria. Law, no. It doesn't matter. No person respects the law. That is it. Now, how do you think in this 21st century, how do you think that kind of place can exist? Where there is no institution. Law does not matter. Or is there just for fancy? A court will give an order, and the police will say no, we cannot obey that court order. In a country which you call a republic, do you know the meaning of republic? It is for the people. The people are the masters. The people are the kingmakers. The politicians work for them. The politicians work for them. But in Nigeria, that is not the case. The opposite is the case. Where the politicians, the people are slaves to the politicians. Any person that enters into power, say God have given him this. So even feudal system, they are not as worse as this. That is the reason why. Do you see this democracy, so-called democracy, Western imposed democracy? It is the worst thing one of the worst things that has happened to Africa. I am telling you, mostly in Nigeria. They impose some, in order to be selecting their own agents. That is what they have done. They make law, increase the senator's salary, buy car for each senator, 100 what SUV, 160 million naira. Whereas minimum wage is 30,000, which is not being paid by these politicians. Minimum wage. They cannot pay wages. They cannot pay salaries. But they are busy allocating cars of 160 million naira each to all of them. Winner taking all. They exploit everything. The population have zero. Instead of the population channeling their force against these politicians, they are eating themselves raw. If they get any scrum from the politicians, they are happy. Even to kill their own suffering, miserable fellow, This is evil. I am telling you, this is simply evil. And this is the reason why we will not continue being part of this arrangement. It is evil. It is completely evil. This is where I'm going to stop. I tell you, it's going to be very short. It's going to be very short. And I will go into just few minutes break. And when I come back, I will take only just few calls, 1 or 2 calls, and in order to call it a quit. You understand? Therefore, please, do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away. I'll be right back.
Other than Ethiopia and those who had not been colonized was free. You people like to say, let's forget, let's not blame anyone. Please stop that nonsense. When the Holocaust happened against the Jews, it was 1940s, 45. Not a single African country other than Ethiopia and those who had not been colonized was free. The first African country got independent 1957. There is not a single Jewish person who will allow you to forget the Holocaust. And in fact, there are crimes, not just in Israel, across the world against denial of the Holocaust. US foreign policy, Israeli foreign policy is very key. It's a central issue. Africans, for some reason, must forget something that happened 50 years ago, if you are Zimbabwe 80 years ago. Listen, we must always remind our friends from Europe and elsewhere that slavery was a crime against humanity, as is colonialism and neo-colonialism. That killing Sankara in 1984 because you are opposed to communism and plunging his country into chaos that you are now trying to solve as a problem of poor governance is a shared responsibility. So we will take responsibility for our nakedness, but for goodness sake, a naked emperor cannot lecture us about how to be clothed. Pan-Africanism is not a theory. It's the lived solidarity that made the Ethiopians give Nelson Mandela a passport, that made Senegalese civil servants contribute $1 each every month for the liberation of South Africa, that made Zambia take care of us as Zimbabweans and South Africans as we fought for our liberation, that made Uganda take care of the comrades that now run this country. If Pan-Africanism has no active solidarity action, no active affirmative action, the words are meaningless, because even the devil can quote scripture. If we ourselves, even our thieves, are not patriotic, when they steal from Africa, they invest in Europe, they don't believe. The minister said, fix our own government, get a governance system. The people in charge of governance systems steal and invest elsewhere as an indictment or an affirmation of their own incompetence and incapacity. But the second bit is that I think both His Excellency Musa Faki, Professor Lumumba, and the minister indicated, when you grow a disconnect between the people who give you legitimacy, who are the ultimate resource for the transformation of any nation, when you grow a disconnect between your culture, Amilcar Cabral said, every revolution is first a cultural revolution. A people must believe in themselves. That way they are able to produce both citizens and leaders who are not only patriotic and competent, but that are future focused and that are regenerative. Unfortunately for us, we have constantly killed three forms of assets. First asset, we kill our babies and our young people by never exposing them. And Rwanda is an exception to this, to what it means to govern and what it means to negotiate, what it means to compete. Number two, in all our countries, anybody, the age group of the people sitting at this table, when you are out of government, you are finished. The state has absolutely no use of the experience, the expertise, and the resources. We are constantly going elsewhere to look for experts that we either have in the diaspora or we have in our countries. The inability to build, retain, use our own local expertise and experience. The third is that we have created everything to be so leader-centric that most of our citizens either wait for God or wait for the leader or wait for foreigners. And the day must come in Africa where Pan-Africanism is Pan-Africanism of the people. No matter how brilliant institutions are, continental or regional, as long as they are not nourished by the ideas of African intellectuals, African artists and activists. But there is hope. Many of you may not see it as hope. The dominance of Afrobeat and Afropop in the world today, sending a message, if that can be used as a vehicle of cultural regeneration, if what the young people have been able to do with tech can be used as a way of reimagining, then what we're talking about as a phenomenon will end. The third is that we can't keep sending all our people. I know that is maybe brain gain for some people. We can't keep sending all our young people to Europe, to America, and elsewhere without creating pathways back. Why? Frantz Fanon said they realized that the empire or the center came and took the best from amongst us and took them to their best institutions, and they emptied them of their own culture and their own sense of being, and they filled them with ideas of how to be good Europeans and Americans. And when they returned, their kith and kin realized that their children had not come back. What had come back were echoes of the empire.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from our province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 27th day of December 2023. Therefore, as you may know, our lines are now open. I will take just one or two calls, please. You have to excuse me because I'm not in my normal capacity. But we must continue. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller, Mazi. Please, can you hold on? You have been the first caller, please. I know, but just, Mazi, you could just hold on. Let me pick this caller on direct line first. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line, can you hear me? No, I don't know why. Mazi Chuku, now the platform is yours. Please, you can go on. Mazi Chuku Ganiru. Mazi Chuku. My goodness me. Which kind of noise? Caller on direct line, can you hear me, please?
Biafra, it's from the most part. I have been we are here to prepare the mindset of the whole Biafra. And they are wanting my Biafra anywhere you are. Tell them Nnamdi Kanu is the savior of every human being on this earth. Think about it. Even the American knows. They pretend that the created Nigeria knows the Jonathan. And the Fulani I will tell you that you know that our leader there Nnamdi Kanu is sensitive. But if you don't know it today. The decision of the owner of this world for me to be the first caller this night is disaster on this earth. Our IPO and the IPO anywhere you are on this earth. The following people. Our freedom is 100%. No negotiation until you are free. So that our children and their own children will live in this land. Without any apology to any race, let America live in their own nation. Let the Britain live in their own land. Let Hausa have their own land. Don't have their own land. Fulani have their own land. And we the Biafra, it is our own land. Then they want to tell me that somebody will come and then you call yourself up. You come and take our own land from us. This guy, everyone wants to perish. Then Jonathan, what do I know? Oh, I'm going to go with it. Oh, the new world, the one more condition. Go somewhere. You are getting it to come out. Then not because the Supreme Court was said. Then they put the Supreme Court. People have to say. Oh, then not because the Supreme Court for them not because the speech. And we are watching your people. This is the end of the year. All parties are Jonathan and then I see the place. My name is Fakiseta. Anywhere you are, let me have mind to be fucked. You don't want to be free. You want to be free. You will be a wish here. They are giving us more time in school. Then you are the Biafra. I feel we are serving these Biafra that they don't want to be bad. Don't mind the political. Let's go to the middle. Then I know that the speaker. Then that you should be there. Don't get back. Until you are free. I am Biafra.
To the program, Mazi Chuku. Mazi Chuku, can you hear me, please? Ndewo, welcome to the program.
Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you, Mazi. The whole world is hearing you. Go on.
Okay. My name is Chuku Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once again, Mazi Jonathan, as always. I greet my leader and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many evil that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet him once again. Yes, your topic this evening, your last comment about Chinedu, a governor dead. This is where God shows human being that he is God. That everybody under the roof of heaven one day we left here on earth. You may be the richest man like Bill Gates in the whole world. You may be the richest man in Africa or in your country, or in your town, or your state. But one day you will leave all these things and you will die. Only if people will understand that death is inevitable. That will take him to think whatever evil you are doing to kill your people like autopilot, like Simon Eber, like all these foolish people we have today in Igbo land, like Iwenya them, like Hope Uzodinma them, like Nweke them, like Devil Mahid them. All these evil people, one day, not 2 days, one day, all those money you pack all over the whole world, America and Europe, that money, you will leave it and you will go, whether you like it or you don't like it. There was a time when you come to a place they are burying human beings in Igbo land then, I think about 1980, between 1980 and 1990, they will bring the costs of the dead person. They will put it on the center at a particular place. They will start to announce for people to come and see the person at the last time. The family will come, they will fall online. You go and see the person inside the corpse. That person you know before, you will see him where he lie inside the box. And that's the end. People will continue going round and round and round and see because the very person there. That to show you that one day it will be your turn. That whatever you sow is what you will reap. Only if black man, only if Nigeria, only if some of them will understand that one day is their turn. So that they will repent when they have the opportunity. Or else it will catch them one by one. Thank you, Jonathan. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This man who has come and sowed the seed of truth to humanity. And this truth of germinate and grow and bearing fruit. Those people who understand the truth will follow the truth and become a human being. Those who are evil in the blood, they will remain so, and they will die after the whole thing. Thank you, Jonathan. Once again. And they all heard yes.
Almost Biafra. Thank you very much. Let me pick the last caller. Caller on what's up? Welcome to the program. You be the last caller. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello Mazi. Good evening.
Mazi.
Okay. Thank you so much for attending today. Mazi, when you talk about what the quotation of that man was according from my location. So when you're talking about the quotation of Madu Bello, who declared Nigeria as their great grandfather estate, you know, after that he said that if they should allow, if they must allow anybody to rule, anybody from south to rule, it will be on contract. So why I say this is because what is happening.
Mazi, are you still there? Go on. Mazi, are you still there? Mazi, can you hear me? Your voice is no more coming out. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to our brother. And all of a sudden, everything stopped. And he was not talking. I think, let me see. There is a person, another number that has been calling. Let me see. To be the last caller, let me see. Oh, Mazi on WhatsApp, please. You have been calling. Now, you are the last caller, please. Welcome to the program. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
There, woman. This is Victor Chukuma Alijem calling from Ghana.
There were Mazi.
I once called Mazi Washineke before, asking him that I'm from Aniocha North. I don't want to know like what are we called, because I checked that in Aniocha North they still have in Anambra State, but Washineke did not verify. I don't know if you can help me from that.
What,
and I still want to contribute.
What? Repeat that Aniocha or what? I don't know.
I said that. Sorry.
Can you remove your phone from speaker, please?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now. Please go on. Yes, you say what?
I said, I'm calling from Ghana, but I am from Aniocha North local government in Delta State. I once called Mazi Washineke on one of his programs. I asked him if he can clarify what are we called, because that the name like Delta. I don't like using it, but he didn't clarify it much to my view. So, but I still want to speak on something concerning. So, I want to speak. I want to contribute my opinion on something. Hello, sir.
Go on.
Okay. I'm very lucky today that you picked my call, because I've been calling since how many months and I don't know. I'm very lucky. Concerning this our radio Biafra, please. Ndị be anyị si ose egbu n'ụkọ. Obi m ka nchọrọ ikwu. Ma kemgbe eji onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, o ihe nchọpụta na radio Biafra. Biko, n'obi m ọ ga-adị mma emecha some program. Ọ bụrụ question and answer ka a ga-emepere for question and answer, because as I contribute well. Ọ ga-abụ round ihe ekwuru taa ka ekwu echi, ihe ekwuru ọ ga-emezi mmadụ. Amaka radio Biafra abụrụ na Arsenal hijack radio Biafra abụrụ na-ewepụ ya from air. Ọ dịrọ possible for that one. Enwekwa ike infiltrate a voice ịpụta maka ebe a bụ ọnụ na-ekwuru ndị IPOB, ọnụ na-ekwuru Biafra bụ ebe a. Enwere ike dignity na-elisten to radio Biafra, ma ọ bụ na-eme ya question and answer. Ọ dị mụọ onye ọbụla dị ma the time infiltrators abịa ma ọtọ onye ọbụla bute contribution ya mgbe ka akọwazi akụkọ otu Ghana Nigeria si eme, amakwara polisi ụla, amakwara onye nke ụla, sọsọ ya bụ obi m. Daalụ n'ipikiri kọlụ m ndewo.
Mazi, I wanted you to stay, but anyway, onye ọbụla kwuru uche anyway, but this is a family radio. You know, you cannot prevent people from saying their, bringing out their viewpoints. And what people should understand is radio is normally 24/7. You know, when people used to talk about what is spoken here every day, it is normal. It is normal. This is how, you know, our enemies have captured the mindset of our people through repetition of words. You know, repetition of statements and words makes things, you know, you involuntarily accept it. But in this case, we make teaching. So when you come out, when you call, you can ask question. Or also make your suggestion or make your point of view. We are learning. This is radio being listened to all over the world. So that is it. So nobody should be feel offended. Maybe somebody is contributing or saying something that maybe you have had before. You know, it doesn't matter. Maybe that thing you thought that you've had before, well, some other person have not had it. That is how things are. You understand? It's just like, for example, going to church. We've been going to church from childhood. The same thing they teach but see, you go to church. Bible study Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, till Sunday. The same thing from the same Bible. One quotation, they'll be reading it for you and interpreting it to you in different ways or in one way for many years. But you are not tired. So let us take this radio. It's our ritual. It's our gathering point. We shouldn't be tired. Never. One thing is this. We should never be tired of listening and learning. Because that is human intelligence is made to continue seeking for knowledge. If you permit it, only the condition is if you permit it, continue seeking for knowledge. You learn every day and from everything. So, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we must continue in this journey. It is a journey that we have, it is our life. It doesn't matter the blackmails of Nigeria, it doesn't matter whatever that happens. We should never stop. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are, is our ideology. Therefore, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is that Biafra will be restored in this our generation. That is the bottom line. So, please do not allow anything or let anything to discourage you. Maybe the continued incarceration of our leader to discourage you. No. If it's like that, which means you are not worthy. We should remain focused. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from here, it is simply good evening. If it's like that, which means you are not worthy. We should remain focused. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from here, it is simply good evening. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from here, it is simply good evening.
Mazi Benjamin Madbu, from me, from here, I say good morning to you. How are you, Mazi Benjamin Madbu?
Good morning. Good morning, my brother. I'm fine. And you? And you?
I'm fine.
Thank you.
We thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mazi Benjamin Madbu, I want to ask you some few questions. Let me first start. How close are you to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra? I would like you to tell us how close you are to him.
Okay. Thank you for the question. My dear brother. Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. Number one. He's a brother to me. And a special person in my life. In terms of spiritual guidance, he's my spiritual leader. Can you hear me? I don't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm hearing you clearly. I hear you clearly. Okay.
Is a friend. Is a leader. To me. He's a special person to me. And he is my spiritual leader.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi, for answering that question. I want to ask you, Mazi, some time ago, I am aware, and so many Biafrans, millions of Biafrans around the world were aware that you visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu some time ago when the issue of this confusion were everywhere. What is going on and what people were asking so many questions. And you visited him and we heard from you what the engagement of conversation you had with him. So I want to ask, what was your challenge before succeeding in visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then?
Well,
I have a lot of challenges in the name of IPOB, in the name of ESF. They even go to the extent of making people to believe that they are working for our leader Mazi Nnamdi, which is a lie. What is not only in Ihiala, in Olu zone, the old Olu zone in Idato, and in fact the whole of Anambra South, not only Ihiala, in the part of Anambra State, and the whole of old Olu zone. What is happening there is I can categorize it as a tragedy to the world. Some people try to demonize IPOB, ESF, and to rubbish the name of Mazi Nnamdi. This is what I see happening. If you come to Ihiala today, what is happening in Ihiala local government and the Anambra South in general and the Olu zone, old Olu zone in general, it is not happening in any other part of Igbo land or Biafra land. It is a calculative conspiracy. See, the most painful part of it is that I came from Ihiala, and anybody who knows me, who knows my involvement in this Biafra agitation, that accuse me of being responsible for what is happening, the person might not be wrong, because it is very clear that what is happening, the abomination that is happening within the Ihiala local government, is a crime against our people. Since 2021, after the extraordinary rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi, was the time this conspiracy and the evil plan was hatched. And the headquarters of this evil plan is in Osihitokwa. Osihitokwa is in Osu local government in Imo State. From Osihitokwa, these criminal activities extended to Osumohu. Osumohu is a community in Ihiala local government where I come from. At the back of my house is